Shalom Aleichem Na'aleh viewers. Today's shir is dedicated Lili Nishmas Rachalea Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. We're continuing in the Gemara Brachos on Daf Yud Aleph Amud Beis in the Sugya of Birchas HaTorah, in the middle of the Tosfos Shekvar Nifter Bi'ava Rabba. Tosfos, in the middle of Tosfos asks, it's approximately about 20 lines down from the start of the Tosfos. Tosfos asks, V'im toimar, ma'ishna misukah shetzarech levarech al kol suuda v'suuda leishav basukah. Tosfos asks, what's the distinction between the mitzvah of learning Torah and the bracha of Birchas HaTorah, which is recited in connection with the mitzvah of learning Torah? That in terms of the mitzvah of Talmud Torah and the bracha of Birchas HaTorah, the bracha is recited once a day, and that's sufficient, as opposed to the mitzvah of Yeshiva B'Sukkah, of sitting in a sukkah, where the bracha is recited each time one sits in the sukkah. V'yesh loymar, says Tosfos, D'shayni Torah she'enoi miyayesh daitoi. Says Tosfos, Birchas HaTorah and the mitzvah of Talmud Torah is different because a person does not take his mind off learning. Torah is different. A person doesn't take his mind off the mitzvah of learning Torah. Because the halacha is, says Tosfos, that a person is chayiv to learn the entire day. The pasuk says you're obligated to study, to contemplate the Torah day and night. And therefore, says Tosfos, V'havi k'mo yoshev kol hayom b'lo yafsik. Therefore, in terms of Birchas HaTorah, says Tosfos, since there's an obligation to recite, to learn Torah the entire day, and a person doesn't take his mind off learning because he's obligated to learn Torah all day long, Havi k'mo yoshev kol hayom b'lo yafsik. It's as though he's sitting and learning the entire day without interruption. And Memela, says Tosfos, it's not required to recite Birchas HaTorah every time an individual learns Torah. So in the previous shir, we mentioned that the Bikurei Aretz understands that Tosfos here is learning that there's a fundamental difference between Birchas HaTorah and the bracha of Leishev Basukah, that the bracha of Birchas HaTorah is classified as a Birchas HaShavach. And since it's classified as a Birchas HaShavach, it's sufficient to make the bracha once a day. Ma'ashein kein Birchas Leishev Basukah, the bracha that one makes in connection to the mitzvah of sitting in a sukkah, that is a bracha of a Birchas HaMitzvah, and every time you do the mitzvah you have to repeat and make a new bracha. There's a Hesach Hadas between each action of the mitzvah, so you have to make a new bracha. However, l'chayra, we can suggest another approach to understanding Tosfos. First question that needs to be asked on Tosfos is, what does Tosfos mean when Tosfos says, Shayni Torah she'enoi miyayesh daitoi, to kol shah adam mechuyev l'lmod. Torah is different. A person doesn't take his mind off learning Torah. Since a person is obligated to learn every moment of the day, v'hagisa b'yayim v'layla, so a person doesn't take his mind off Talmud Torah. L'chayra, b'metzius, in reality, a person is meisiach das from Torah. A person does take his mind off learning. If a person, as Tosfos is discussing, goes to shul and he davens, and then after davening he has to run out to go to work, and he's at work, whatever job he may be doing, he is not thinking in Torah, he's not thinking about Torah, he's not engaged in Talmud Torah. What does it mean when Tosfos says, Shayni Torah she'ein adam miyayesh daitoi mililmoid to kol shah adam mechuyev lilmoid. It's considered as though he's learning the entire day. Lamaisa, he's sitting in front of a computer screen. He's programming. What does it mean that a person doesn't take his mind off Torah and it doesn't constitute a hesach hadas. It doesn't constitute an interruption. What's pshat in Tosfos? L'maisa he's not learning. So if l'maisa he's not learning, when he comes home and he has the opportunity to now learn, he should l'chayra require a new birchas HaTorah. So if Soloveitchik suggested that we see from here, from Tosfos, the following idea, that even though Tosfos holds that taka birchas HaTorah is considered a birchas HaMitzvah, not like the shita of the Ramban, like the Rambam. Tosfos holds like the Rambam shita, that birchas HaTorah is a birchas HaMitzvah. It's not a birchas HaShevach on the idea of learning Torah. It's a birchas HaMitzvah. But Tosfos shita is that the bracha is not on the Maisa Limud, it's not on the act of learning Torah, on the Maisa of Limud Torah, but rather, according to Torah,